to switch over to Raycore,
Yeah.
which, at least because of course my webcam will only show me in bright pink, so no webcams to worry about means we only need voice comms, which is easy with lots of different things offering that. But yeah, game 2, you've just invited me to it, so we should be going any second.
So let's get right on in. Not wasting any more time, we've had our break, where we frantically scramble to salvage Skype, coax it gently into agreeing with us and trying to work.
Right, so Belshire is going to be the next map, and of course Belshire is a really fun map. Lots of different attack paths in. The third base for Protoss can be quite awkward to take, but let's get straight to this and introduce the two players. So spawning in the bottom right position, we have the teal Protoss player from Team Druids. It's Patcha.
Yep, and in the top left, as our blue Zerg taking that first game on Akelon Waste, we have Liquid's Ret.
Right, so in terms of strategy, I think we're going to see a different option, a different opening out of Patcha. Almost certainly, I think we'll see either a gateway expand or some kind of forge fast expansion. But on this map, I actually really do like seeing a gateway expand because it's quite a large entrance to your natural, which is difficult to wall off, and it can make you very susceptible to some big early game pushes.
Yeah, it can. It's so hard to wall that thing off. I mean, it's almost Daybreak-esque how wide that expansion is.
Yeah, so anyway, in terms of, well, I mean, what are your predictions, Tom? Do you reckon we're going to be seeing anything early and aggressive? Do you reckon we're going to be seeing more of a mid and late game style game?
It's really hard to call because of the new maps. The style that they're like, you can see it always going both ways. But we did see Forge in base. Okay, interesting.
So clearly here, Patch are really expecting a lot of early aggression out of Red.
Yeah.
Because that's the only reason you go for Forge in base.
Forge in base, yeah. So he's playing really defensively, but yeah, we saw Pacho trying to take it to the long game, but he played so greedy for the long game, neglecting ground upgrades, going straight for air upgrades and shields, double Stargate, and I mean he just did, and then taking a fast third as well. He just had nothing really when Rhett knocked on the door with his Hydras and just lost the game in one instant.
Yeah, I think it's always difficult as a Protoss player coming out of that. Ooh. This is a smart little play. If he... Oh no, he's not going to go for the cannon rush. That would have been... Why didn't he? That is...
Even just throwing the pylon down, so then at the last minute you can go... Come in here and go see if he's making lings, how many he's making. Because he's only making 2 lings. He could have got away with this, and if he had dropped that pylon down there, he could have cancelled when he saw how many lings, or he could have just gone through with the cannon rush. So you
can also pylon wall off one of the entrances. To the back of the middle line, drop down a cannon really comfortably. So, and there's no overlord there either for visions, so could have got away with it, but never mind, that is all in the world of hypothetical could have beens. But currently we're just seeing this probe take quite a bit of damage from these Zerglings and will not be able to escape now.
No, he needed to go straight back home after that, especially on creep, it's gonna die. Poor probe.
Poor probe. I always feel for probes like that, because if they cannon rush, then it's just like, yeah, you deserve to die, because you were just a bit of a pain. But if you're just scouting and having a look around, it just seems a bit harsh to me. It's like, nah.
I'm just hearing the probe in his robot voice going, I just want to love.
They're not even fatal, they just tase you a little bit. Like, yeah. They don't even have, like, SCVs are properly violent, they drill you. Like, that's gotta be more of a severe attack.
I know, probes are like static shock, they're like... It's like that guy who shuffles his feet on the carpet, comes up and pokes you, and you're just like, ow, stop it. That's really annoying.
And that is incredibly frustrating. Except, I was that guy. Once I discovered I could do...
If you can't see that guy, you are that guy.
Yep, that is... It's fun for like the first 10 times, especially if you do it on the end of someone's nose, but that is beside the point. We do, of course, have the metabolic boost upgrade coming down here for Red. He hasn't pulled drones out of gas, so really going for something very aggressive here, and this really aggressive play is most likely... Ooh, there. Okay, could this be TLO's build where he goes for Swarm Host Nidus?
Swarm Host Nidus, yeah, I'm thinking that as well. Especially, and you bang a load of queens in that Nidus world as well. And you want to try and kill a Swarm Host with an Observer and your army? I mean, you've got queens there with Overseers. Good luck getting anywhere near that.
Yeah,
You've got
it's
to wade through the locusts to get to that, and it's not going to work.
it never works, and of course this build is just so fun to watch as well. Yep, I'm 99.9% sure that's what's going to be done, and the Stargate is possibly the worst possible reaction you can.
I think maybe Rhett is kind of playing the opponent and not the game and going, well, I think this guy likes Stargate. You know what crushes Stargate? Swarm Host, especially 2-base Swarm Host.
Yeah, this is not looking too good at the moment for Patcher. I mean, it can be done still. It's possible. It's difficult, but it's possible, and that's why you can never count it out. Of course, Patcher is a very good player. I believe he's either High Masters or Grand Masters, so a really solid, well, StarCraft player, and therefore
Infestation Pit has gone down. So
yeah,
unless he's going for Viper Rush, which I seriously doubt he is, as that proves to not be useful.
Oh, Phoenix.
We're going to see the Swarm Host. And Phoenix, it's even worse. It's getting worse all the time.
Just like, if you could lay out in front of you, like, how not to deal with this Swarm Host Nidus build, Phoenix would probably be like the one thing you don't want to do. Like, in some ways, I'd almost prefer a super greedy third Nexus over going Phoenix, because at least then you can sacrifice your third base
you
and
can
get
use
out
it
something
as like a sacrificial lamb to kind of save your base while you frantically try and get some Colossus out. But there we go, Nidus Worm's almost done, Swarm Hosts are on the way. You scout it with the Phoenix and it's too late.
The Phoenix is like, oh, a Nidus network.
He can't even
bases.
get out of his base to deny the Nidus. I mean, he's got the Lings already there.
This is
not going to be pretty.
There's one Sentry, one Stalker, and a single Zealot at the moment. More gateways getting chucked down. Fourth gate tech is finished, but
oh, this is not going to be pretty. If your Protoss, look away now, because this is going to be a very slow death.
It may not even be very slow. There is literally 3 units to defend against this at the moment. Soon to be 4.
There's going to be more locusts than units.
Yeah.
Okay.
Right, here we go. Select them all, Rep. Select all them locusts. Or not.
He's killing the Overlord just out of spite.
Just like something's going to die here.
The Zealot's still standing at the wall trying to be safe. Void Ray poking in, could have lost that. But, I mean, it's not going to prove too useful. And this is so hard to deal with as a Protoss if you don't scout it.
Well, the other problem as well, of course, is that there's no detection. So even if he can get those Void Rays forward, he can't kill the Swarm Hosts.
No.
The Pylon about to go down, Photon Overcharge being used, just desperate to buy himself some time. A Robotic Facility getting produced, a second Cybercore in his main, knowing that the one at his natural will fall shortly. But yeah, more Swarm Hosts are going to come out, and once you start getting up to 8, 9, 10 Swarm Hosts, it's just going to be an endless tide of Locusts.
Yeah, and throwing the spores down, Rhett wants to just secure this, and I mean, this is his beachhead right here. You're not going to break through this.